Hi, welcome back. In continuation to the affirmation which we were talking about in the previous video, uh, the question, the second part to that is how do we introduce this affirmation to a kid? Okay. Now, it is important to understand that which age group we are talking about. Now, there was some documentary which I saw it long time back on a Discovery or a Net Geo category, that how does a brain works for a kids versus a teenager versus an adult, right? So the important factor was when we have a kid who's in the age of, let's say, 0 to 4 years, is most of the time learning things by observing the things around. 4 to 8 or 9 years age group kids are the kids which typically taking the instructions. So when a parent say you are beautiful, or you're beautiful, or you're brilliant, you're smart, you're intelligent, or you're gadha, whatever, the kid kind of take that as an permission and accepts that about themselves, right? That's instructions based. They are in the instruction stage where whatever the instructions you give to them, they accept that. The age 8 9 to around 13 14 categories is an age group where a kid get into a question, right? Where they are ready to listen to your information, what you're going to give it to them. They accept that, but they ask a question why, just to get an idea why I'm taking that instruction, right? They are not taking a decision making there. They are saying, let's say example, you're beautiful, and they say why, and you give them ABC reason, they accept that. That ABC reason can be anything, they will still accept it, right? That's the age group of 8 to 13 14 kind of a thing. 13 14 15 to let's say 18 19 is a group where they start testing their authority, right? For example, do this. Why should I do it, right? They're still listening to you, trusting you, but they're testing their own authorities in terms of whether I can go ahead and do that or not. And 19 and 24, 25, by the time the brain develops completely at the age of 25, is something which they are experimenting with their own authorities, which they have achieved, their belief system, they are experimenting with those things, and that's how the whole thing works, right? So let's take an example. We are introducing this affirmation to a age group, let's say 7 or 8. I introduced this to my daughter when she was around 8, right? Um, where she is in a very open state, in still in the instruction mode, that you give her an instruction, she accepts whatever it is, right? So when you're trying to introduce this to a kid, for example, I'm sure the kid understand what I am means. You say I am healthy, right? And when you're doing that and tell the kid you're healthy, what does it mean? It means you're strong. For example, try to do a handshake, and when the kid does the handshake, you make a sound, oh my god, you're so strong. I'm sure the kid is going to give you a big smile, right? Or like kind of do a strong posture of making this, oh, see, my body is so strong, and the kid will say, yes, I'm so strong, category, right? That's how you introduce that you are strong, correct? And that will connect back with them that, yeah, I'm healthy means I'm strong, and it is true for me because I understand that instruction. Second thing is rich, right? Or the wealthy. Most of the kids believe that their parents are actually Ambanis, right? Most of the kids believe that my father and my mother is rich, they always have money, and they understand that very well, and they know because whatever they have asked for it, they usually get that. Also, I will suggest that please introduce money to them. It's important to create a very beautiful relationship between a kid and a money. It is important for their growth. So what I will suggest, take a box, let's say old tiffin box, or some kind of a box, right? And not the piggy bank. Please don't give the piggy bank. Just take a normal box, and let's say a kid, give them $10. Let's say a kid is somewhere around 7 8 years old who doesn't understand the value of money yet, right? Give them a $10, $20, and instead of giving them, especially if they're very young, don't give them $10. Give them 1 rupee coins 10 times, because for them the quantity matters a lot, right? They don't understand the value yet. So when you do that, it start giving them that, they, oh my god, I'm so rich, I have money. That's one relationship automatically which they have created. Part two is also important, that teach them how to use the money, and important to use the money. It is not about 10 rupees I have given and you're saving it. No, it is equally important to teach them to use it. For example, a kid says, I want to buy a chocolate, and the mother says, yeah, go ahead, you are rich, you have money, why don't you do it, buy it yourself? And 99% will kids say, yes, why not? For example, chocolate happens to be $20. It is okay. Buy a chocolate for a kid and make sure to ensure that the kid gives you 1 rupee at least, so that he understand or she understand that it's a give and take and there is a value attached to the buying, and they will create those connect for that. When I started doing this with my daughter, earlier it was very important. If I say no, I need $10, $50, $20, she used to give it about. But at the age of 11, 12, when she saw that her money is time to reduce, she started bargaining. No, I'm not going to give you 10 rupees, I'm going to give you 5 rupees, right? And we used to do a negotiation, and that's how she learned the art of a negotiation also. So it's important to do this exercise. Believe me, it is going to help. Your kid will be much more smarter in terms of relationship with money. They will understand how to use the money, when to use it, where to negotiate, and where not to negotiate, right? It's a long term process. It's not that it's going to happen in one day. It will happen over a year. But please give them that box, because they can open that box, touch, feel. My daughter used to run every 10 minutes, go to the box and sees, oh my god, I have so much of money, and close it, right? It is very, very important. uh, Please understand one important thing. Kids at this point of time manifest whatever they manifest in their life, especially from wealth perspective, from their through their parents, right? I will give you an example. We had a very small car, and we so whenever I used to go and drop my daughter to the school, she used to feel a little bit of an embarrassment, and that it's a very small car, and she needed a car, and she kept on asking, Papa, I need to have a big car where I need to have a sunroof in it, and it needs to be big, it needs to be this color, and that was her ask. Now, the thing here is, of course, my finances were not supporting at that time, but her ask was so strong. Sooner or later, that became a reality where we bought a big car which had a sunroof, which had anything and everything what she wanted, and she literally called her all friends on a video chat, showed everything. She took her like inside the car, showing sunroof and all that, and then she, Papa, none of my friends have a car which have a sunroof, etc. and etc. Right? So what I'm trying to say here is the kids are manifesting through you at this point of time because they're too young. So sometime when they have these kind of a strong belief, universe has to provide even better and better things to you, so that they get the comfort and the luxury which they are expecting in their life. So it is going to do well for you also. So please do introduce this part to them, right? Love is something I think almost all kids are overwhelmed with that, probably, or they get enough in quantities. And whenever you do that, like a mother or a parent or a brother or a sister, please uh, say that you're so loved. And it is important to call that out, that we love you and you are loved. So when you give this affirmation, I'm healthy, wealthy, and loved, they have that connect in their head, which clearly indicates that yes, it is, right? Happy is something which I mentioned in my previous video also, is something which is by your choice, right? Happiness is a choice. It's a very clear, straightforward thing. But a kid is happy, you do not have to say that. When you give them, tell them something, when you love them and you say, are you happy? I'm sure the kid says, I am happy about it. You give them a chocolate, are you happy? Yes, I'm very happy about it. And that's how the connection there should be, from a love and happiness point of view, should be very, very easy for you to create it, right? And when you do that, give this affirmation to the kid and tell this kid to say it to you a couple of times today, right? What I used to do it with my daughter. So when she used to go to school, so I'm getting her ready for a school bus. I'm combing her hair. So I will just say, I am. She'll say, I'm rich, I'm strong, I'm healthy. And then I will say, give me the affirmation, I'm healthy, wealthy, loved, and happy. And she will be skipping and going to the school. This became a habit because, of course, I have to go and drop her to the school bus and I have to get her ready. And that became a habit. And now, if I just say I, she knows, she just rants away. It is so coded for her now that she believes every bit of it, and I can see everything in her life what she wanted, right? So that's I think is one of the best way of introducing an affirmation to your kid. Hope this was helpful. आज के लिए बस इतना ही. Thank you. Have a nice day ahead. Bye.